Hi everyone, welcome back to this series of project management key concepts, where we're looking at the key concepts and delving a little bit deeper into these things from the project management body of knowledge. This one in particular is prototypes. So what is a prototype? Well, prototyping is a method of obtaining early feedback on our requirements. So the requirements that our customers have given us, this is what they want, and we're actually building a small model. So we're providing a model of that expected product before actually building the big product where all of the dollars, it's very expensive to build the actual product itself, but it might only just cost a tiny bit to build a model of that product so that we can get feedback on it and see what it's actually like. So why do we build a prototype, or why do we do prototyping? Well, it allows our stakeholders and it allows the project team and the project customers who we're delivering the business value to experiment with a model of that final product rather than being limited to just discussing those ideas. So how many times have you sat in a meeting where you've got dozens of people and they're all saying this, they're all saying that, this way's the best, this way's the best. Well, no, now we're actually just building a small model of those ideas so that we can see, feel and touch it, and now we can really understand whether it's fit for purpose instead of just talking about it, and for those ideas to be maybe someone with just the loudest voice in the room might get their way instead of us actually seeing whether it's fit for purpose or not. So in an agile environment or an iterative environment, prototypes also support that concept of progressive elaboration. So we're mocking up the item, we're allowing our users to experiment with the item, and then we're getting that feedback, and ultimately that helps us refine the prototype. So we're putting that feedback back into the prototype, instead of spending all that money on revising the final product itself. Now there are a few examples that we can use for prototypes. We might build a small scale product. We might do a computer generated 2D or 3D model that we can see and move around and maybe change. We've got floor plans, or we've got a model of a car or a house that we can see and actually walk through, from a computer aided drawing, for example. We've got mock-ups of websites or the flow of something using storyboards. And ultimately, we've also got simulations, potentially 3D simulations, or even just experiences that we can talk through or walk through ourselves. So one of the most common ones that you'll see in a software environment is storyboards, at least at first. You could mock up a website in a small form and call it a minimum viable product, which you'll see thrown around a lot. That's from the lean startup and also sort of an agile terminology that you'll see. But before then, we can storyboard that product. So it's a prototyping technique that shows the sequence or navigation of our item through a series of images or illustrations. And so in software development, storyboards use mock-ups of those screens to show the navigation paths through various web pages, screens, or other interfaces. So we can actually usually click on this thing, even though it's just a picture, and then it will take us to the right place. So we can understand the flow, how it will look on a very basic basis, but still it'll give us an idea, and we can use that to adjust before spending all our money on the final product. And that is the idea of prototyping.